trying this new lapel mic. Let's see. There we go. Can you hear it now? And I appreciate you letting me know that too. Let me get a 1 if y'all can hear it. Or if y'all can hear me now. Let's see. Okay, cool. Appreciate it. Thank you, Amanon. What I was saying was I don't expect a lot of people to be up this time of morning anyway. The brother should be up, but I understand it's a Sunday too, so I'm having my little cup of Joe right before I get ready to work on the next video. We're gonna talk about that boy Obama and him coming out talking about the brothers and as he say, the brothers, damn brother of mine. But we try to do some behind the scenes content too. Kind of like some members only content, man. For some behind the scenes. I'm actually really a pretty private person. I try to mind my business. Try not to get in no riffraff. I don't want no smoke. I ain't tough. I don't want no problems like that. But try to get into some behind the scenes just to kind of show the brothers, hey man, this is kind of how I have my podcast studio set up. This is kind of my normal day-to-day functions. These are some of the things that I take care of outside of doing the YouTube thing, whatever the case may be. But this deal with Obama, if there was ever a time for brothers to really stake their claim and really talk about, or not even talk about, really move strategically, man, now's the time. I think him coming out saying what he said, and if you don't know, then I'm pretty sure you'll see it in this space. But basically come out and reprimanding black men. Same thing Magic Johnson did. Come out talking to black men like, as the old folks used to say, talking to black men like they got a tail. You know what I mean? Talking to us like you can't make your own decisions, like you some type of idiot who's not politically savvy enough to vote your own interests. And I think the part a lot of them miss is, or they probably never even considered, is maybe it's less about Trump winning and it's more about Kamala Harris losing because of the political landscape, man. There's nothing incentivizing brothers to even consider these people. You know what I mean? A lot of people are afraid to say it now because of, they're afraid to lose their jobs and all that kind of stuff. But black people, for the most part, have always been way more conservative leaning. It's just over the last, 40, 50 years, there's been a slow decline, a slow slide down this slope. And in the spirit of trying to support them, a lot of black men just let it ride. Hey, let's give the sisters an opportunity. Give them an opportunity to see what they got. We done tried everything we can. Let's, and shit, where it has gotten us is where we are right now. To the point to where you can't even common sense is not common like the old people used to say. Common sense is not common. You have people having full-on debates. You ask somebody, what is a woman? And they're sitting there, well, it's a birthing person. And man, all this other crazy ass clown show shit, man. But that part of our culture that has always been conservative and out of necessity too. I can remember, today is a Sunday morning, bro. Shit, I'm 30. I'm 41. Man, 35 years ago, around this time, I would be ironing my pants in my grandmother's living room, man, getting ready for church. She would be taking money out of the little Crown Royal bag for me to give me some money to put in and tithe at church in a Southern Baptist church at that. And even though it wasn't perfect, it still gave us some type of foundation. It still gave us some type of base to be able to go out into the world and try to make some sense of what it is that um, what it is that we would experience, as we were grown and groomed to be young men. You still had the deacons in the church. You still had the pastors in the church. You had the mother of the church, and everybody kind of played their role. And the church was the cornerstone of the neighborhood. But what we got now, you got prosperity preaching. You got Kurt Franklin, pretty much busting the jig on stage every chance he get, and they expect for us to be okay with that being black culture, and it's not. It is the polar opposite of what those of us who grew up in the church and grew up in close knit neighborhoods and shit. That shit is the polar opposite of what we grew up seeing. You know what I mean? And my bad if I'm not seeing y'all's my train of thought. Had some technical difficulties. Y'all go ahead and roll on back in, man. But like I was saying, man, if this was 35 years ago, bro, I would be in my grandmother's living room earning my little slacks. Or she would probably be hemming up some slacks that she had for me, and getting ready to go into the church house, man, and getting ready to go into the church house and giving me some money out of her pocketbook to put some money in the collection plate. What's going on, Gunmetal Guy? Appreciate you joining, bro. Appreciate you joining, fam. Y'all let me know how the sound is. I'm trying this new lapel mic too. But I'm saying all of this. Eventually it's gonna tie back into this deal with Obama. The same thing with Magic Johnson. I dropped a video talking about Magic Johnson. We need to get black men to vote, bro. And then Obama come out finger wagging, and ties it in instead of saying what the issue really is, which I think they know. I think they are familiar with the space because there's been a lot of rumblings in the Democrat Party talking about oh yeah, we need to get memes. We need to get with the influencers. They're trying everything except for coming down into the space, down into the manosphere, down into the red pill, whatever you want to call it, down into the men-centric spaces to see what it is that is driving these men not to support this woman. But if they come down into these spaces, what they're gonna find is a lot of common sense, a lot of logic, and they don't have any way to combat it. So instead of being true politicians, instead of being true stewards, right, of what it is that the people want, they prefer to keep working on their agenda. And as long as they keep working on their agendas, bro, they're not gonna get any kind of act right from, what I mean? They're not gonna. What's going on, Joe and Non? Hey man, salute, brother, salute. As long as they keep trying to push agendas and not come down here and have common sense conversations, because our gripes as men is legitimate, bro. You know what I mean? What anybody else want to do, I think black men have been like this for a minute, and a lot of men in general. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to do with your private parts or whatever, that's your business. But when it gets to the point to where you forcing it down people's throat, or you starting to try and circumvent what it is that we teach in our house, i.e., you putting books in schools, you having drag queens going to the schools, and you exposing children to stuff that their parents may not agree with, bro, and you are taking away their right to be able to make that decision for their own child. We got a problem. We got a serious problem. There's a saying. There's a saying. The truth don't need no help. My grandmother, man, was born in the early 1900s in East Texas, Upshur County, in the middle of nowhere. Before it was even called a city, it was called Camp Pittsburgh out there, Upshur County, Texas, way out in the middle of nowhere. I'm from Dallas, but she was from in the country, and they had all these little sayings, bro, that I think about now as a 41-year-old man, as a professional, bro. I think about it now, and I'm like, damn, man, that stuff is starting to make sense, and it ties into the conversations that we're having right now, bro. For for Obama to come out and as if he was black people saving grace, for him to come out and then to completely lie, really, because he's saying that, oh, I think the brothers, number one, he ain't no brother of mine. You know what I mean? We don't even share the same background, bro. I can trace my lineage. I can trace my lineage back to the early 1800s, late 1700s, right? So let's start there. And not saying that you have to be of my bloodline to be my brother. I'm saying we don't align from an ideology standpoint. I don't believe a lot of what Obama believe in. Obviously, a lot of brothers don't. And I think he knew that coming in, which is why. And I remember watching it, bro. I remember getting out of school, getting off of work, getting ready for school back in 2008. And I had this recliner in my living room, bro. And I was sitting there and I was watching Obama do this interview, bro. And I keep saying bro, but I know, y'all know what I'm saying. I was watching Obama do this interview, and and they asked him, they said, do you support same-sex marriage? He looked right at the interviewer with a straight face and said, no. This was his first term. No. He's like, okay, well, and most black people, we still had some common sense back then. Most black people were kind of like, okay, we're kind of filling him out. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of filling him out. But at least on a fundamental issue, and he needed the support of the black church. So obviously he would come out and say that. That got him his first term. And that had enough black people on board to where they were like, okay, we can rock with him. You had enough black people on board. Let's say, let's keep it 100. Obama can only claim half black, and that is a stretch. He has no foot in the nerve to talk down to actual black men who put it in every day. He sounded like a bonnet wearing ratchet. Say straight up. He came in like, so I put it like this, bro. If I asked you, and I saw Tariq Nasheed do this, and I'm not a Tariq Nasheed stan or whatever, but he got some good points that you can't combat. If you ask Obama, if you say, hey, Obama, just like they did Candace Owens, right, on Breakfast Club, when they said God is good, and she didn't know what to say afterwards. I've seen Tariq Nasheed say, Fried died and what? You know what I mean? And the dude didn't know what to say. If I say one thing for sure, and if you're of my culture, you know to come back and say, yeah, two things for certain. If I say, if I say, just all of the little cultural nuances. If you ask, the point I'm trying to get at is, if you ask Obama those same things, he's not gonna know what to say. You know what I mean? So for him to come out like this uncle that's been coaching and mentoring and putting brothers on and try to make it seem like, hey, y'all still owe me. What y'all doing, bro? I've been rocking with y'all for the longest. Man, that's not him. He's a politician who lied, who lied from the jump. He lied and got in for his first term. Once he got in for his first term, his second term, when he knew like, okay, I'm crossing the finish line. I done got reelected, and then he wrote out all of the weird shit, bro. Wrote out all of the weird, and that's how we got to where we are right now. I said it in the beginning of the stream for those who are joining late. I said it in the beginning of the stream. Number one, this probably gonna be a members only video. This gonna probably be private, and I'm gonna try to do a lot more behind the scenes stuff and show y'all the inside of the studio and how I got my podcast studio set up here. But Obama is not. He not Unc. You know what I'm saying? He not Unc. What's up, Dave? Child, Tariq would call him a teller. Hell yeah, he would. Passport OG, man, salute Passport OG. If y'all are not subscribed to Passport OG, man, he probably one of my favorite YouTubers. Man, Mr. Clay, what's going on, brother? Good to see y'all in here. If you're not subscribed to Passport OG, man, make sure you subscribe to Passport OG. That's probably one of my favorite YouTube. I look forward to when I get that notification that he pop up and is really, really having the conversations that he have. But this probably be a members only video. I'm probably pull it down and send it private. But Obama ain't Unc. You know what I'm saying? He not Unc, bro. He not he hasn't experienced what the average black man in this country has experienced. And I'm not one of these people that's going to tell you, oh, the world is burning. You know what I'm saying? What's up, red line? I'm not going to sit up and tell you the world is burning and there's no matter what you do, you can't be successful because you can, bro. That's why I tell y'all a lot of times, man, that as you start growing and you start growing in business and you start making connections, bro, all of the people that is going to help you, they're going to look out for you. They're not going to always look like you, bro. They're not going to always have the same ideas as you. They're not going, you got to let that shit go. You start to get into a point where this shit start to be more about class. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't understand that, bro, then you're going to have a hard time adjusting to be able to move in different circles and interact with different people, man. I have a lot of people that are fans of mine, bro, that don't look like me or you, and I'm talking to the brothers right now. I have people that are proponents of mine or that are fans of mine that are completely different, but we align on a lot of stuff, bro. And a lot of them are still my brothers, even though they may not be black men, bro. You know, so and even in the spirit of traveling and being, if you're gonna be a passport bro and stuff like that, you need to get used to interacting in different cultures and learning to appreciate the differences, because everything ain't gotta be Ungawa black power. You know what I'm saying? But back to what I was saying, Obama ain't on. Obama, he don't know what it means to go to the candy house and get a cool cup, the frozen Kool-Aid. He don't know what it means to go get you a bag of chips and stop at the 7-Eleven and hit the cheese and chili machine and fill up a bag of chips, because you're on your way home from school or you getting ready to ride the bus to school. That's not his experience. You know what I mean? He in a whole different class. He from Indonesia or something like that, Kenyan father, and I think a white mother. You know what I'm saying? Obama ain't unk. He don't know what it's like. He don't know what it's like to to be getting ready for football practice or to be getting ready for a football game, and y'all in the locker room and you cutting your homeboy hair before the game because he know he gonna score a touchdown and he want to pull his helmet off like a damn fool and get us a penalty. You know what I mean? You don't know what it's like to have that coach. In my case, it was Ricky Dixon, played for the Bengals. Jim Thorpe Award. Hey, Gunmetal guy, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that, man. Obama ain't on. He don't know what it's like, to wake up early in the morning and your grandma got that Eckrich sausage going, and your grandma got yeah. He said he don't know about stale green apples, low late. Hey, man, Obama ain't on. Obama ain't up because he don't know what it's like for your grandma to have them Jimmy Dean sausages cooking early in the morning and the Folgers in the red plastic. Or matter of fact, I take y'all back further. The Folgers in the big aluminum can that had the little red scoop with it, and you got to actually make the coffee in a pot of water on a gas stove. Obama ain't up. Obama don't know that you got to roll up a green sheet or you got to roll up one of the stack of newspapers that your grandma had and light it with a cigarette lighter and then light the stove with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Obama ain't on. Yeah. He said he don't know about the bread with the cheese and the shit. Yeah, man, the fried bologna sandwich. Obama ain't on. He don't know that when you put that bologna in the pan and it bubble up in the middle, the best way to get that bubble to sit down is to cut the 4 little slits in the corner so it'll lay flat. You know what I'm saying? Obama ain't up. Obama don't know about the juke joint. You know what I'm saying? That your uncle used to be at shooting dice in. You know, and what I'm telling y'all is for him to come out and he came out talking to us like he unk. You're not unk, bro. You're not unk. You're not unk. And so Obama ain't sat at the table salivating at the sight of a burn bubble. Yeah, we were thinking the same thing. I'm telling you, but he don't know nothing about that bologna being charred along the edges, bro. If you from the South, and y'all may call them something different depending on what state you're from, we call them East Texas hot links. You know what I'm saying? Obama ain't on. He can't tell you about boudin. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Obama ain't on. He can't tell you about no chillings and that. That's a class thing. I grew up poor. You know what I'm saying? Grew up poor. He can't tell you about that. So you don't have the credibility to come out and try and say, hey, y'all need to vote for this woman. And yeah, soda pop. Yeah, he don't know about soda pop. You know what I mean? So he don't know about Tang. He not Unc. Obama's not Unc. He don't know about drinking Tang, bro. You know, a quarter of your summer vacation was vacation Bible school. Man, come on now. Come on now. He don't know about the praise dances that used to happen at the front of at the front of the church. He don't know about the shout music in the Pentecostal church. When he was campaigning his first term, um, he tried to get acclimated to it because he needed the black vote because we didn't know him like that. You know what I mean? We didn't know, so he had to get close. You know, and he was a young senator. He had to go into Chicago. He had to go to Chicago and see what it feel like, what it smell like. You know what I mean? So to try and give him some authenticity because he didn't grow up in it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't grow up in it. So for him to come out and take this position like he black man's OG or something, or like he reprimanding black men for being independent thinkers. If anything, in the hood, you respect it for being an independent thinker. You respect it for, at least when I was coming up, you know, and this is the thing too. We're not a monolith. The hood is not a monolith, bro. You had the athletes. You had the ones that you knew were gonna make it, and you kept out of the bullshit. You had the ones who were just, it was just a matter of time. It was either dead or in jail. It was just a matter of time, bro. You had the ones that was close to their mama or close to their grandma that really wasn't about that action. And you know what I'm saying? They say for breakfast, you get bright and early juice, not Sunny Delight. Yeah, man. Man, you get some man, we used to get parade juice. Go to Food Line and get parade juice. You know, but like I was saying, man, in the hood, people are not a monolith, and all black men not hood. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying all of us have some type. We all have these cultural things that tie us together. You know what I'm saying? These cultural things that tie us together that he not privy to because he didn't come up in these type of environments. He didn't come up in the culture, bro. So for him to come out and act like he did and still be disingenuous, I think people got to see that, man. The unfortunate part about conversations that happen now, especially if they're being led by women, black women specifically, is they trying to burn down. They trying to burn down all of those memories of, because let them tell it. They've adopted this liberal ideology that say everything about our culture has been bad. That's why they try to go after the image of MLK. That's why they try to go after the image of Malcolm X. That's why they try to go after the image of all of our ancestors that were doing what they thought was right to be able to move us forward. You know what I mean? That's why they try to go after the image of those guys. You know, that's why they'll come out and say weird shit like Nat Turner was gay, Malcolm X was gay. Just complete disrespect. Complete disrespect. And if you know, like I know, that's one of the key things that you do when you're trying to destroy the image of of a people. And when I say of a people, I'm talking about black men specifically, because that's what the Democrats been doing. They were trying to browbeat us and beat us down to the point to where we'll just shut up and go along. They know that black men, they know that this lady does not resonate with black men. You know what I mean? You're like Obama 2.0. You're an Indian woman, and that's okay, but stop capping. Stop lying. Stop lying. It ain't never been a time when you walk past Kamala and you smell that motherfucker hot comb smoking pink moisturizer. You know what I'm saying? Obama ain't never had to put no marriage grease and then take that brush and brush his hair to the point to where, you know what I mean? He trying to train the floor of his hair, put that do-rag on and sleep in it and pull it out the next day and have them waves and this shit. Obama ain't up. He not from the culture like that. So he got some nerve to come out and try to tell us who to vote for, as if we don't have common sense, as if we don't have the ability to make up our own mind, as if we don't have the ability to look at data. You know what I mean? That's all brothers do down here is talk about data. Look at stats. And he come down and say, oh, that's because of misogyny. And that's why y'all don't want to vote for her. Nah, we don't want to vote for her because we can't relate to her either. And like I said, that's cool, but stop coming down here capping and lying, trying to act like Kamala remind me of that auntie that. And when I say auntie, I use that term loosely. She remind me of that auntie that probably did pretty good for herself. She probably did pretty good for herself. She don't never really come around family. Every now and then she'll come around. This is when we still had Big Mama. She'll come around, or she'll only come around when she needs some. She only come around when she needs some shady shit done. You know, that's hey nephew. You know somebody who got some reefer? You're like, what? What the fuck is reefer? Nephew, you don't know nobody who got some reefers? Shit like that. Hey nephew, I need a TV. You don't know somebody who can give me a big screen? That's what Kamala remind me of. You know, but between them two, man, number one, Magic. I dropped the video the other day. Magic Johnson ain't got no type of. He ain't got no pull with black men because your son a little too ticklish anyway. Your son ticklish as hell, bro. You out here. You want to talk to us when you got a ticklish ass son under your roof. You know, but I'm glad that this is happening. I'm glad that the political because it's going to draw a clear line between logical people, and I'm just talking about specifically black culture right now. Those who think logically, bro. Those who continue to have this pie in the sky, you know, this pie in the sky idea that you don't have to work towards, you don't have to work or suffer or be uncomfortable, to make things better later on. You know, it's gonna really draw a line, and a lot of it draws along the line of class too. I'm telling you. I'm not saying that you can't change your class. You can be high class and drop down and be low class. Shit, you can be low class and move into middle or high class. What I'm saying is this is a battle of ideologies, bro. And I don't see how anyone can be okay with a group of people that will circumvent someone's teachings to get to their children to inject a different ideology into them. I can't do it. I don't see how anyone can align with a group of people or a party that thinks that it is okay to supplant one group and exalt another. I don't see how anyone can be aligned with a party that practices open, pushes and practices open misandry, and then asks why the men don't support them. That shit is wild to me. It's wild to me, but like I said, this video it'll probably go on the members only section. Um, you know, Obama ain't Unc. He ain't Unc. He don't come from the same type of cloth as us. When needed, he'll kind of talk like us, kinda, but he not us, bro. So he don't have the stock. He don't have the je ne sais quoi. He don't have the swag. He don't have the energy to move like us. He don't. And I'm even talking about some professional brothers. Because even though I'm a little loose on here, when I'm in professional settings, I'm a professional, bro, and I take it serious. But Obama is not. Obama is not. It's not that. Obama don't know what it's like to, you know, Obama don't know what it's like to sit around a table full of kinfolks and crack and joke and that's not him. He was a child of this world. I think he was born in Indonesia and moved some other places. Had a hell of an amazing education. And I'm not knocking that, but I'm saying don't try to come around us and make it seem like that is the same as us having to walk to school in the morning and stopping at that 7-Eleven and you know getting some Twizzlers and filling up a bag of chips with some nacho cheese and some chili or slap box. And Obama ain't probably slap box a day in his life. You know what I mean? Yeah, that ain't Obama. Obama don't know nothing about going to the club and have to wait in the line and you know what I mean? Yeah, Obama ain't never fought up in the club. You know, and I'm not saying that's what makes you a man. I'm saying we just have cultural nuances that he don't come from. So he don't have the he don't have the right. He don't have the ability and the know-how to even move through our culture like that to be able to come and try to tell us who the hell to vote for. You know, these people have a completely different concept of the world than we do, and I think people don't understand it. I hope they do. It's very clear. I hope people understand it, man. This dude is he was very dangerous in 2008, and we missed it. Very dangerous in 2008 because what he ushered in and the damage that he's done from a cultural standpoint, bro, the worst, the worst, the worst. And the cold thing about it, he's a Trojan horse. He snuck in just off skin color. You know what I mean? Which is what makes him extremely dangerous, or what made him extremely dangerous. It's too late now. He ushered in. I mean, he put this society on the slopes, bro. Um, and looking back, like I said, I remember, I remember he came out talking about we need to be better fathers, and I was literally exhausted from going to work, going to school, coaching my son's football team, and other kids in the neighborhood, picking them up, taking them to football practice, taking them to games, feeding them after the games, buying cleats. Man, I remember this years ago, man. I was going to Ross clothing store because they would always have like the discontinued stuff, and in the back they would have all of these soccer cleats, football cleats, baseball cleats, and I would go in and see like which cleats they had. You know what I mean? For our DBs, I could get them soccer cleats sometime because back then DBs like soccer cleats. They could run and pivot and juke. Then there would be a lot of times where I would find like the big old size 14, 15 cleats, and I would just buy because they was cheap. They were $20, 15.99, and I would buy all these cleats for these kids that were on the team that didn't have fathers. You know what I mean? And I'm doing all of this for my son, and for other young guys on the team, man, the other kids on the team. And he on TV talking about we need to be better fathers. You know, when the football games would happen on those Saturdays, and it's standing room only on the sidelines because all the fathers out there supporting their sons, man. All the fathers, so many fathers out there that they in the way while you're trying to coach. But he on TV, this is like, oh wait, he on TV talking about, hey man, black men, you need to be better fathers. I'm looking at it. I'm like, bro, every Saturday morning we fighting to get the fathers to stand back so we could actually coach the damn football game, youth football. So I can remember when I played semi-pro and we would do our practice, our workouts, and dudes would have their sons with them. If their sons were old enough, sometimes they would be working out with them. You know what I mean? Or at our practices, they would be on the sidelines. You know what I mean? Getting the Gatorade and stuff ready for they man. Say that's what make him dangerous. He snuck in just off of being able to be a good orator and having come out and saying some Al Green, and we kind of was like, man, Obama cool, man. We know he not us like that, but we was like, Obama cool. Man, that motherfucker got up in there, bro, and did damage. He did damage, bro. He was like taking a bad fitting pill or something, bro. We let Obama in, and he pretty much killed the culture, bro. He took our moral compass and knocked that shit, man. He took our moral compass and spent that shit around, and we're just now seeing a lot of the damage from it. And people wonder you know, why there's such a big disconnect between black men and black women. Our white brothers, they have a disconnect with a lot of their women too, but the minute they get tired of it and they say, hey, it's enough of that shit. And I'm talking about from a systemic standpoint, hey, it's enough of that shit. Y'all, hey, shut up. Cut that shit out. They can put a stop to it. We don't wield power like that in a cultural standpoint to be able to do that. So what I'm saying is, shout out to Obama for coming out and driving a lot more brothers to vote red. Because it's more about, people say, oh, I don't see how y'all can vote for Trump. I don't see how y'all can vote for Trump, man. It's less about It's less about Trump winning and it's more about Kamala losing. How about that? How about that? Let me take y'all with me real quick. This is why this video is going to be members only behind the scenes. It's a lot more unorthodox than what you're used to seeing. But yeah, man, that's my little 2 cents on brother Obama. Beige. That's what we're gonna call him. Shout out to Minister Jock. We say brother Beige. That's my 2 cents on him. I may drop a more formal video later on. So that's a lot more formal. But yeah, Obama ain't got the chops to be able to come and talk to be able to talk to us about who to vote for. Y'all should in way too much. He made our culture so liberal to the point to where it's a detriment. And we fighting to try to have some type of moral compass, man. You know, we're fighting to have some type of moral compass now because he just completely, screwed the pooch, screwed us over. To the point to where women that are supposed to be our elders, they out here live on TikTok in a shirt with no bra on, talking about tap the screen. Lady, you 80 years old. What you mean tap the screen? 75 years old, talking about some tap the screen. This type of shit we dealing with, man. When I was coming up, we didn't deal with that, bro. The elders were the elders. The older women, they had their respect. You know what I mean? The people that was in the hood, doing dumb shit, they understood, right? Keep that stuff, keep it away from Miss Such and Such house. Keep it away from Mr. Such and Such house. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. What it say? No lies told, big difference, our culture and outlook. Here, y'all red line. Drew, what's going on, bro? I thought you had a ranch over here. Then go to Morehouse and wag his finger. Yeah, at their graduation. Yeah, this is the crazy thing. He went to Morehouse and wagged his finger at their graduation, bro. And then Robert Smith came right behind him, and paid for those brothers' tuition. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Obama ain't unk. That's what I'm gonna title this video. Obama ain't unk. He ain't kinfolk. He ain't bro. Obama ain't none of that. You haven't paid the cultural dues, bro. You came in, your skin color gave you some stock, which is what makes him super dangerous. You hung around enough in Chicago to give him a little bit of, get a little bit of seasoning. And I think all of that was on purpose. Before he ever got to Chicago, I think all that was on purpose. You hung around long enough to see what it smelled like. See what it smelled like. Hey, let's see how they operate so you can be more relatable. It's like a mole. You know what I mean? It's almost like like he's an operative. He came in to see long enough to see what it smelled like, to see what hey, let's see how they talk, let's see how they move. He learned the handshakes, He learned the handshake. He learned how to crack and crack jokes and how to be amongst us. And then he went to the black church and learned about the soul of us, the spiritual part, that intangible part. He hung around long enough to pick up on a lot of that. So you put his IQ, he's a very smart individual, very smart. So he hung around long enough, in the community to see, hey, let me get a feel for the pulse of the culture. Hey, let me see what the speak is. Let me see how they talk, how they move around. Because he didn't grow up in it. Let me see how they talk. Let me see how they move around, how they interact with each other. Okay, I got that. Okay, cool. He went to the church, which is why he can mimic, from an oratory standpoint, which is why he can mimic a Baptist preacher, where they drag their words, right? And when he's stuck on his words, I think, and, he got that from the church. you know. And once you put all of that together, so he's number one, he's smart, highly educated, hung around the environment, hung around the culture to see how we speak and interact, went to law school, became a law professor, got into the church. Oh man. Oh man. Once he got it, I'm gonna read y'all comments too. My bad. They're not showing up on my phone, but they're showing up on the on here. They say the epitome of Obama hypocrisy was to go and talk down to college men without going to talk the same shame language to college women about being so-called better. Yeah. Can someone tell Mother Stephanie Mills to sit down? Yeah, she damn sure need to sit down, bro. Obama sold more pews with his anti-pew policy. Yep. Now he's turned more bros to focus on their best interests instead of bowing down and voting directly. Yeah, even who he married. Yeah, bro, I'm glad you said that. Bro, Michelle gave Obama so much credibility because of how, and brother Dennis Sperling said all the time, because of how egalitarian we are. You know, black men have never ruled over black women with an iron fist. Never. Even in the civil rights movement, they were right there marching right alongside them. You know, but yeah, that gave him a little bit more credibility. So you think about it, he's have a high IQ, goes down into the neighborhood and works in the neighborhood. So he learned the slang and the lingo, learned the handshakes and the, you know what I mean? Very educated. Um, who he was dating and married, so he got a lot of sauce from her, you know what I mean? Because she FBA, you know, so I'm pretty sure being around her parents, or you know, um, being a being a being a professor at Harvard, which shows that he has a very high, very educated. And so by the time it was time to roll him out as the Trojan horse, the Democratic Party was licking their chops. They was like, shit, man, we got a guy that we can ride. We're gonna at least get 2 terms out of him, and they were right. We're gonna at least get 2 terms out of them. They were right. So by the time they rode that horse by the time they pushed that Trojan horse up to the gates, and they had all that bullshit hiding inside of it, and we rolled it on in. We rode that horse on into the gates of our culture, bro. Shit, man, say it was boy, say it was good as done. Then it was good as done. It was good and done. Once he got in and we closed those gates behind him. You know, he didn't pop out, you know, while the gates were still open. He let the gates get good and closed. You know, and all that bullshit sat in there. He was like, man, I gotta wait a little bit. You know, I gotta wait a little bit. I can't just give them all of the liberal stuff all at once. I gotta make sure this first term is, you know, I gotta come out and give them something I gotta give them something that's not tangible. I gotta give them something that they can't spend. You know what I'm gonna give them? I'm gonna give them a little bit of hope. Yeah, I'm gonna give them some hope. That'll do it. That ain't gonna cost me nothing, and they ain't gonna get shit. I'm gonna give them some hope. That's what I do. Give them a little bit of hope. I give them some hope. They can chew on that for a little bit. You can't do shit with hope, bro. You can't do nothing with hope. I'm gonna give them some hope, but you know, I'm gonna give these other groups some laws. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. My brother Gunmetal said, I hate to repeat myself, but it's warranted. Realest corner of this internet thing. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, man. I think it's only a matter of time. But man, if she lose, they gonna come out to these spaces, boy. Say they gonna come out to these spaces with a vengeance, boy. All like they gonna have all us stretched out. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Let me see your damn hands. Get on, man. Say. But you know, if I didn't believe what I was saying, I wouldn't come out here and show my face and say it. So, you know, and I done already told y'all I'm not a saint by any means. You know, don't get me wrong, I'm not a vagabond either. I'm not a deviant or nothing like that. But I'm not gonna come on here and try to act like, you know, hey guys, how's it going? You know, my name is Rich Turner. I just want to tell you that I'm squeaky clean and I've never done anything. Nah, bro. I come out here and tell you I'm a real nigga. I'm a professional, but I done been through some things and I've, you know, experienced some things and My view of the world has been shaped by a lot of people, individuals that I grew up with, environments that I grew up in that's rougher than what a lot of people would even care to know. But I've also been taught and mentored and cared for and loved on by people that don't look like us, bro, by people that don't come from our culture, by people that don't come from our environment, bro. So I can't, and I would never tell y'all that, when you start to reach a certain level of success, that the world is going to look like that, because it's not. You know, I had a guy text me the other day and say, "Hey man, just checking on you, make sure you okay. Just letting you know I'm a fan," and sent the Bible verse. He's not white, he's not black, he actually Indian. So but that's the truth of the matter. And I know some brothers don't like to hear that. Like, nah, man, it's black power, gawa. So, hey man, I get it. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to you. I get it. But if I'm telling you that I've done something and I've seen and experienced some things that are different, and they're the polar opposite of what I was taught or what I thought coming up, then I'm gonna come out and tell y'all. I at least owe y'all that, to tell you the truth about that. But say Manchurian candidate, yeah. Obama was the ultimate Manchurian candidate, bro. I'm telling you, they snuck that horse into the gates, bro, and the rest is history. And now we are fighting. Now we're fighting for common sense, man. We fighting to try to keep some common sense up in this thing, because the way that it has gone, bro. I think I'm gonna tell y'all this too. I think the black community, as we knew it, is cooked. Them days of being around the table, and in my case, my grandma used to make them tea cakes, and having all your cousins over there, man. And now you finna have, instead of granny being up there with her granddaddy, you finna have two. Yeah, finna have two granny, one in a tracksuit and one in a moo or one in some skinny jeans sagging, and one in a moo. And they got a whole bunch of kids running around and no men involved, calling that the culture. That ain't the culture, bro. No culture has ever survived without having men at the front of it. Because at any moment when men get tired of women doing stuff, they can stop it. And I'm not talking about from a systemic standpoint. I'm talking about from a bare bones standpoint. When men start warring and men start fighting, all of that liberal shit go out the window. All that shit go out the window. You know. What we're dealing with is first world problems. What we're dealing with is first world problems. Obama ain't Unc. And see, do you think Obama was cunning enough to piss us off because he also ain't feeling Kamala? I don't think that I don't think that he would be campaigning the way that he's campaigning if he wasn't feeling it, because he don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has enough stock in the Democratic Party to say, no, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm gonna stay quiet on the situation. So I don't think that he came out and said that to have a detrimental effect on her campaign. I think that he came out and said it because he actually believes it. Because he has enough, what I mean, he got enough. He like, hey, I won 2 terms. You know what I'm saying? I won 2 terms as president in this party. I don't have to come out. I will come out and say something if I want to. Because if I don't, what y'all gonna do? Stop giving me these multi-million-dollar speaking engagements? I got 4 mansions already. You know what I mean? I don't live in Chicago no more. I got a place in the Hamptons. You know what I mean? He doesn't necessarily have to come out and say nothing if he don't want to, because he done already been to the mountaintop of that party. You know what I mean? I think that he's so deeply ingrained in it, and he believes what he's saying. That's why he came out and said something. You know, I think that's why he came out and said it. But Obama ain't Unc. But damn good question, Simeon. He studied every Calvin Lockhart movie. Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. He said they better not come after us. Refer to my early pew pew comment. Yeah, bro. Tea cakes. Yeah, my grandma used to make them tea cakes, man, and had this big ass military style table. This is why I say Obama ain't Unc. My grandma used to make these tea cakes, man, and had this big green steel fold out table that she would fold out, and she would make tea cakes, and she would put like the big tablecloth over it. We would move the furniture. This is in a shotgun house. We would move the furniture, you know, set up the table, and everybody had their place. I got a lot of girl cousins, man, so everybody had their place. You know what I mean? We'd all eat tea cakes um, and have conversation. The adults would be having their conversation, and the kids knew not to get in grown folks' business. They'd be having their conversation down at the end of the table. We'd be down telling our jokes and laughing and giggling and going on. And at the end of it, all of us had to clean up. You know what I mean? We all had to clean up, and then we went outside and played and scraped our knees, and you know what I mean. Or while we were having our dinners, our friends would finish up their dinner at their house. They come knock on the screen door and put their eyes, cup their eyes around the screen door. Can y'all come outside? They'll be out there in a little bit. They eating. Obama ain't unk. He don't come from that. He don't come from that. Obama ain't unk. That's gonna be the name of this video. Obama ain't unk. He don't come from that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't relate to him. We gave him a pass, and look what he did. Came in and did some weird shit. Obama ain't unk. You know. My brother, Mr. Clay. I'm gonna try to see if I can. Let's see. They say, here's a thought. We might be screwing up his arrangements. Just gives him a reason to cheat with VP Harris. Oh, heels up Harris. You know, I'll tell you what our elders are. Judge Joe Brown, man. And I know sometimes Judge Joe Brown will say some stuff, and everybody like, what? Judge Joe Brown, he wow, that's the OG triple OG, But even when he come out and talk about it, Kamala Harris was down in the DA's office back in, he going on his rants. MLK was he gonna go on and on and on, But when you listen to Judge Joe Brown, you can tell that he come from it. You know what I'm saying? You can tell that it's authentic. You know what I mean? Even being a judge, it's authentic, bro. He comes from it. So for him to come out and when he talk and we listen, it's because you can relate to him. That's your granny brother. You know what I'm saying? That's your mama oldest brother type shit. Obama ain't got no uncles that act like Obama. I got some uncles that probably can't find their birth certificate, but I got it ain't authentic, man. It ain't authentic, and we know it, and we knew it then, but we tried to give them a pass, give them opportunity because everybody wanted to be a part of history. Ignorant on our part. Thought we were doing right, trying to vote him in and trying to give him opportunity, but shit, what came with it, boy, I don't think we were ready to even sign up for that. But had we known that it was gonna turn our culture up on end the way it has, and I would even say even not just black culture, but as a country, man, it's like never thought I'd see the day where drag queens be turning cartwheels in front of kids, and would have kids involved in parades where they running around with sex toys strapped to them and shit. Just a freak show, bro. And even on the world stage, it makes us seem just like a debaucherous nation, bro. To the point to where other nations are willing to unalive not only themselves but other people just to keep our culture to keep our influence away from them. You know what I'm saying? Whether you agree with it or not, and I'm American to the core, bro. But it is what it is. We gotta call a spade too. You know what I'm saying? We gotta call a spade too, man. These folks something else. Man. If you think that they done push the envelope now, imagine when she get in there. Boy, say, this sister was talking about, she had to explain to her son why they had a tampon machine in the boys' restroom that were free, but the one in the girls' restroom they had to pay for. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. I remember my nephew was living with us at the time, and I heard the kids in the room laughing and shit. And my son and daughter was like, Daddy, look. So they come running in the living room and shit. I'm like, what's up? It's a book that my nephew had checked out from the library. This is in elementary. He had checked out from the library. Inside of this book is indoctrination. They got two dads in there. Looked like a harmless book. Had two dads in it. And one of the little boys was like, well, why do you have two dads? This is the way the book going. This is like a little cartoon, but why do you have two dads? Oh, it's okay. Some people, I was like, bro, I was like, what made you get this book, nephew? He was like, I just got it. I didn't know this was in there. I just picked it out. I was like, see, that's what I mean by trying to circumvent someone's parenting to indoctrinate their children with your own ideology. Whether I agree with what someone's ideology is or not, I still think that the parents should have the initial say so for what they want for their children, bro. Because parenthood and parenting is a game that we play with our life. You know what I'm saying? And when you have a government that wants to take that right, not only take that right away from you, but want to slip it, they want to pickpocket you for it. That's a problem. That's a problem because if it wasn't as bad or grimy as it seemed, you wouldn't have to sneak it away from us. You'd just be able to come out and say, "Hey, this is what we want to push," and we say no, and that'd be the end of it. It's a free country, right? It's a free country, right? Supposedly. I look at, bro, it's a lot of channels I was subscribed to, bro. I go back to try to listen to them channels, man. They don't unsubscribe me from them. I'm like, damn. I look at my subscriber count and it ebbs and flows, and I get it. Creating content, I get it. Making video, I say I'm recording video. I'm just recording myself, popping my shit, but creating content, whatever the case may be, putting videos out. There's times where, if I put out something that, and I always try to hide some substance in it, but if I put out something, that's more comedy than substance, oh yeah, the algorithm gonna take it and it's gonna take it far. I put out something where we popping shit like now, this video probably gonna have 38 views on it. Algorithm gonna say, no, we don't like that. Oh no, we don't like that. No, yeah, we don't like that at all. It's a real black folks experience, enjoy hearing and remembering it. Yeah, bro, no doubt, no doubt. So even when you listen to me talk, you can say, oh, he's not the most articulate. Oh, he doesn't pronunciate the best, or but you can tell I come from it though. You know what I mean? And I'm not giving y'all information that's going to be detrimental to you. If we sit down and have the conversations about, if we sit down and have conversations about business, and we start talking about, manufacturing, which I got a lot of experience in, and we start talking about DMAIC methodology or Lean Six Sigma methodology, oh yeah, I sound a lot different. But when I'm talking about the authenticity of our culture and who we let in and shit, man, say Obama ain't it. Obama ain't Unc. You know what I'm saying? Oh, not even a little bit. He's a very good, high IQ, highly educated Trojan horse. That's what he is, but that's what he was. And not only that, he should have just left it alone and kept quiet and rolled off into the sunset, just like Bush. Bush, like, hey man, I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that shit. I'm chilling. I'm gonna show up and eat candy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show up and eat candy and chill. For Obama, man, he did a number. Brother Simeon Toko said Joe Brown lived it. Yeah, he can tell you the stories about Tina Turner and Ike Turner and his interactions with them in the neighborhood being a young kid. You know what I'm saying? And you know that it's authentic. Like I said, he remind you of your granny brother. That's at the age where he don't care. He gonna tell it like it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. He said eat candy and sing songs. Yeah. But like I said, I think Obama really believes this stuff, man. You know, and even I remember you used to get offended when people would come out back in the day and say, "Hey, Obama has on mom jeans." You know what I'm saying? Or, "Hey, Obama is the first gay president." We were sitting back like, "Damn, why they saying that?" And man, that second term, we were like, "Damn, y'all." I'm not saying that he is gay. I'm just saying his beliefs and his leanings and his ideology. He infused that shit into our culture when we had always been, rather conservative. You know, that's what I'm saying. Because like I said, I don't want somebody to watch this video and be like, "Oh man, you against that." Man, I am for nuclear families. That's what I'm for. And if you can freely be for the opposite of that, then I can wholly and freely be for, what I believe in. I'm not hurting nobody. I've never not hired anybody. I've never not trained anybody because of what what their orientation was and nothing like that. But, yeah, man. They said those two gay roommates in college didn't help Obama. Hey, man, that boy Obama, man, the ultimate Trojan horse. Like I said, he made it behind the gates. He waited long enough. He let that first term get out the way. On that second term, man, they pulled them ropes and the doors dropped off of that horse, man, and a bunch of dildos popped out that bitch. They said drinking from the water hose, yeah, or the water fountain in the projects, yeah, bro. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, bro. Down in the south, man, you outside. You couldn't go back in the house. You was gonna have to stay. Your grandma, or your grandparents, or your mama or your auntie, whoever. You know, hey, keep that door closed. You letting my air out. You know what I'm saying? So you had to drink from the water hose. You know what I mean? We would even strategically put the water hose underneath the rose bush, you know, so that it stayed in the shade, so that the water that came out would stay cool. You know what I mean? You turn it on, you let it run for a little bit. You know, one person hold it. And everybody else, you taking that turn, or we passing the hose to each other, drinking water from being outside, man. Be outside all day. It's 200 degrees down here in Texas. We're outside all day. You know, that's what I mean by come from it. You know what I mean? They don't know nothing about throw up tackle, or some people call it sand lot. They don't know nothing about throw up tackle. There's a bunch of kids in the field with a half deflated football, the cheap footballs too, not the not the not the thick cowhide, the thick leather footballs. I'm talking about the plastic one, the rubber ones, the rubber football. Well, in our case, Dallas Cowboys football, where it's all of the graphics on it that rubbed off because we've been playing with it for probably shit, who knows how long. You throw it up in the middle of kids, whoever catch it, take out running to get tackled. You know, you're scraping your knees up type thing. You know what I mean? That's the authenticity. Yeah, man. He said before it was called throw up tackle, we called it so. Yeah, yeah. Hey, real talk, passport OG. Real talk. He said that football that jam your fingers. Yeah, man. That football that if somebody throw a perfect spiral and the front of that ball hit you, boy, yeah, you was going in the crib. That hard plastic tip on there, you know, or somebody throw the ball and it hit something, the front of it will fold in, and you had to squeeze it to pop it back out. Yeah, or to get some air in it, you had to find the one person in the neighborhood that actually had had the foot pump, not the air pump with the two handles, but the foot pump. You know what I mean? That little cheap pump with the pedal on it, and it had the little rubber. It had where the rubber's supposed to be at on the pump. It's done lost it, so the whole thing is metal. And if it was wet, your feet slip off while you're trying to air up your balls and stuff, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, we call it smear the yeah the yeah, yeah. And you hope whoever still had the needle in the neighborhood, you hope it wasn't bent. And if it was bent, you had to try to bend it a little bit without breaking it. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's what I mean by come from it. You know what I mean? You come from it's authentic. You can smell it, you can taste it. It's real. You know. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Passport OG hit that mug. He said, "Yeah, man. We call it, smeared or something else." Yeah, and you was getting smashed too. You caught that ball. You better turn the jets on. You know. Yeah, we kind of light them up, pick them up. Yeah, a lot of different names for it, man. But like it's so universal in the culture, though. You know what I'm saying? It's so universal in the culture. And you can tell even in the comments, you can tell who come from it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know exactly what Passport OG. I don't even know where you're from, but I know exactly what Passport OG talking about. I know exactly what Dave Chow talking about. I done seen Gunmetal Guy and the Outspoken Introvert all mention things that I can relate to, and being from different parts of the country. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. That's what I mean. Obama can't tell you about that. You know, Obama can't. He can't talk about that because he don't come from it. It's not authentic. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Steph Son, what's going on, brother? Shit. I'm shocked all y'all brothers up. I'm not shocked all y'all up this morning. I know the type of brothers that we have in that watch this channel. I'm not shocked, y'all. Look, I would think y'all would sleep in a little bit on a Sunday, though. You know, I'm on Central Standard Time. I'm in Texas, so it's 7:14. You know what I mean? Yeah, Mississippi all day. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He don't know nothing. He don't know nothing about Natchez. You know, Obama don't know nothing about Natchez. You know what I'm saying? He don't know nothing about Gulfport. He don't know nothing about Biloxi. You know, he don't know. He don't know nothing about. You know, he don't know nothing about Mississippi. He don't know nothing about Jackson. You know what I'm saying? They say studying for my MBA got me up. Yeah, bro. Salute to you. I'm at work writing performance appraisal. Salute. Yeah, bro. Man, the last performance appraisals I did before I resigned from my previous job, I had AI help. Shit. I was like, hey, man, this is the situation. This is how this person is done. I prompted it. Hey, man, this is how this person is done. Write me a performance review that includes yada, yada, yada. And they just formalized it. I proofread it, changed some things, control A, control C, go to the next one to control V. That's the performance appraisal. You know, yeah, boys in Mississippi all day. Yeah, Biloxi, Kessler Air Force Base. Yeah, them Delta boys with School Obama. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. They don't know nothing about having a homeboy. He 14. He already got an open face gold too. Hair napping, the motherfucker eyes yellow as hell. He just I don't know nothing about that outside boxing or slap boxing, no headgear, nothing. Yeah. That football was deadly. Yeah, man. Until you catch that ball, boy, hey, you better turn the jets on. Mess around and get hollow. Somebody hit you high, one person hit you low. You fall over, hit your earlobe on that dirty ass ground, and you still can't go in the house. If you crying, somebody say, "Hey, stop crying. We're gonna have to go in the house. We're gonna have to stop playing. Stop crying." First thing they do, take you to the water hose. Here, get some water. They wash your face off at the water hose. They waterboarding the shit out of you. Here, get some water. If you stop crying, I'm gonna get you some chips. They go in the house and come back with a sandwich bag with some chips in it. Hey, shut up. If you keep crying, we're gonna have to. Yeah, man. They say up studying for my developer certification. Salute, bro. Salute, brother. Yeah, they don't know nothing about that, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, my grandma had a candy house by day and a bootleg by night, bro. So during the day, she would sell candy, and after a certain time, she would sell Magnum 40 ounces. Had a deep freeze on the front porch. And she would sell Magnum 40 ounces. You know, I would roll up buglers with an old school style cigarette roller. I would roll up buglers that she sold for. I think she sold them for like 10 cents a piece or something like that. I think it was like 10 cents a piece for a cigarette. I think a 40 ounce was like $2.50. Yeah. Yeah, man. So I come from it. That's the authenticity. Obama ain't Unc. You know what I'm saying? Boy say, yeah, they code 45. They said, don't get too close to the road when you about to get tackled. Hey, man. Hey, I tell you what, don't be playing in the street and let a car come. You right in you right in the middle of a play. You don't count the ball. You see that opening. You take off running. You got your head leaned back and you looking at the side. They're trying to make sure ain't nobody coming to get you. And a car coming down the street, you got to get out of bounds. You're like, damn. Damn, man, I was finna score. Like, no, you wasn't. You weren't finna score. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I mean by come from it, bro. He don't come from that. So he has no right to come out and try to reprimand or finger wag and he made up a BS excuse too. No, y'all don't want to vote for her because she a woman. No, maybe we don't want to vote for her because she ain't got nothing. She not offering nothing. Just like you didn't. You were just better at lying, sir. Yeah, even when I looked at that video of him talking to brothers, I was looking at them brothers in the room. I was like, some of them know they not gonna vote for it too. They just listening. They not saying nothing out of respect. But you can read people. I'm like, yeah, some of them, yeah, they ain't saying nothing, but they ain't voting for it neither. You know. But the nerve and audacity to come out and try to talk to black men. I want brothers to take notice instead of giving you something, instead of telling, hey, what is it that y'all want? Because we can easily say, hey, go look at the honest report. It's an 18-point agenda over there for what black men want. They scared. They're scared, and I'm pretty sure they've seen it. They scared to talk about that. If they've been in these spaces long enough, you know, they've been in these spaces long enough to know or to come up with the conclusion that this is misandry. If you've been in spaces long enough to call it misandry, why haven't you hung out in the spaces long enough to see what it is that men are saying that they want, or black men specifically saying that they want. Because you know you're gonna have to come with something. And if you come with something, that is the complete opposite of what our main voter base want us to have, which is control over our families, you know. So just said she ain't no Cynthia McKinney. Yeah, man, she ain't no Cynthia McKinney. Hell no. None of that. None of that, Yeah, she ain't, he ain't real and she ain't either, bro. She ain't either. I remember the first time I saw Kamala, I think it's when she was a senator, and they were having some type of, I have to go back and look up exactly what it is, but it was a couple years back. She was a senator and she was ripping into somebody. And everybody was like, oh, look at her. She has the beauty and the brains and yada, yada, yada. And now that I think about it, she ran the same play as Obama. She don't come from the culture. Like, Kamala can't tell you about pink moisturizer and hot comb smoke, bro. Kamala can't tell you about sitting Indian style, but well, she probably can, but sitting Indian style with her mama or auntie, got that damn hot comb on the gas stove. The whole house smell like burnt hair and hair grease. Goddamn Mary's or that blue magic. You know what I'm saying? And her mama got a moo on and combing through her hair. Got the whole crib smelling like burnt hair. Everybody get back. That comb hot. Get back. Stay out of this kitchen. What you need, I get it for you. Don't come in here. I get it for you. Kamala don't come from that, bro. You know, Kamala don't come from that. So, I think they trying to pull the same move, highly educated, you know. Hey, I'm gonna go to a HBCU to see what it smell like, to see what it feel like, so I can learn the lingo. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and join this sorority. If I join this sorority, I'm gonna be close enough in proximity to it, just like some immigrants do. And I don't refer to all immigrants as tethers, bro, but I will say, there are some differences with some of the ones. You got some riders. I got some homeboys that's from the continent that's riders, bro. Talk just like me, act just like me. They know exactly where they come from. They know how silly this shit is to hear immigrants talking down, but she got in close enough proximity to it so that she can mimic it. You know what I'm saying? If you spend 4 years around it, bro, you think about it. If you spend 4 years around in any culture and you are purposely trying to learn the language, you're gonna be fluent, bro. 4 years, that's a pretty good amount of time. So for her, she just went to Negro school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she joined the HBCU, went to a HBCU, joined the sorority, understood what it sounded like, you know, learned what it looked like, and from there she's like, okay, Trojan horse number two. Only thing is when they rolled it up to the gate, we shooting arrows at it. We got rags tied to the front of the arrows that's on fire. We trying to burn, we trying to, you know, the women are down at the gate pulling on it, trying to open it. We like, bitch, y'all get back. We trying to set it on fire. While we shooting the flaming arrows at it, they throwing water over the fence, trying to put it out. We like, hey man, we telling y'all get back. Get back. See, we let y'all take the lead. Y'all messed it up. Get back. They say they know because I hear people in the real world using black manosphere talking points. Yeah, even when they try to talk down on the manosphere, bro, they still turn around and use black manosphere talking points. You know what I'm saying? I've heard people say, well, yeah, I'm not one of these manosphere guys, but what I will say, and then instantly start using the manosphere point. The worst ones, bro. The worst ones are broke dudes, bro. I'm telling you, because they know that it's a glitch. It's an easy glitch. If you come out and pander to women, bro, you can make a shit ton of money, bro. And the only time you will sell your brothers out and do that is if you broke. You know what I'm saying? If you broke, and a lot of them don't come from it either. You know, that dude Yada got a crazy ass history of buying fake supplements and all this other kind of stuff. They ignored that just to hear him say that. If you marry your wife, you should give her $250,000. You know, man, come on, bro. Common sense would tell you if you run around this hoe with face tats talking about, that pop. What is it, Poppy the Don dude or whatever? And I try not to talk about other content creators, but who is this other dude? Conscious Lee. You know what I'm saying? Man, these dudes, bro, you take the internet away from them dudes, they'll be ass broke. You know what I'm saying? If I shut this channel down today, I'm gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? That's the danger of those kind of men, bro. Or not even men. That's the danger of those kind of dudes. They say they've seen it. Sisterhood Twitter reacted to it, so it hit their radar. You 100% right. The outspoken extrovert, the outspoken introvert. You right, bro. When they got that 18-point agenda, boy, they was like, what? You know, they tried to attack. They tried to attack the image of Dr. T.S. Johnson, but they couldn't. They couldn't mess with the facts. You know what I'm saying? What makes them dangerous is that they were so in their emotion. They could have prevented this from happening. They could have said, "Man, you know what, black men, you know, we see what it is y'all want, and we can't give y'all everything y'all want, man. Hell no, we can't do that. We're not gonna do that. But damn, let's try to agree on something. And we was gonna hold firm anyway. But that is what thinking people do. For them, they just got all emotional. Oh no, look at this. They don't want to take care of their kids. They don't want to. Like, okay, all right. Dip the arrow in the flammable solution. The other brother lighted over the fence at the Trojan horse, i.e. Kamala. Nah, you're not getting in here. Not easy. If you get in here, we're gonna go down in a blaze of glory. Nah, but you ain't getting in here. You ain't just gonna walk in with that laugh. What's up, y'all? Y'all want some greens from the bathtub? Man, I ain't never seen my granny cook no damn greens in the bathtub or clean no greens in the bathtub. If anything, they had that big tin tub, you know what I mean? That you clean greens in. It wasn't in no damn bathtub. Come on, man. We've been outside playing all day, playing football. You get out the tub, we got a deep ass ring around it. You think she finna clean it and put some greens in there, man? Come on now. Come on now. Let's say both of our parents were professors. Both of her parents were professors. Why didn't she attend her schools free or on discount unless the HBCU was a play by her handlers? Yeah, exactly, bro. That's exactly what I was saying. She went to the HBCU, bro, to get to go to a FBA boot camp. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't come from it either. That's why she lying and saying that the help was her grandma. When it wasn't. And this is the cool part about it. If you're Indian, cool, just say you Indian. Just say you're Indian. You know what I'm saying? So it's all right to be Indian. Just say that you're Indian. Hey man, I'm Indian. I'm half Indian, half Jamaican. A big part of my background was spent uh, amongst African Americans or among foundational Black Americans. I've been around a lot of immigrant communities as well. There are a lot of things that we have in common. I think that I can move the needle in this way. Boom, 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 boom. I understand that Black men are not on board right now, and I understand their concerns. These are some of the things that I want to. These are some of the things that I want to deliver specifically for them. Other groups may be able to benefit also if yada 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 yada. But these are some things that I hear them loud and clear. These are some things that, based on what I've heard from them, this is what I'm gonna do. Boom. That's at least a starting point. Now we're probably gonna come back and be like, no, we want something specific, But to even run from having that conversation shows that she's not an effective leader, bro. There have been times when, and I've led teams up to 100 people, bro. There have been times where, um, I was the boss. My team members didn't agree. I would be like, okay, so what are we doing? And I would tell them, I don't care about being right. I don't care about being the smartest person in the room. I don't care about being right. I want us to fix the issue. What do you think? Well, I think we should do this and this and this and this and this. Okay, we can try that. Or we're not going to be able to do that. And this is why. That's what leaders do. I never ran from those conversations. If I said, hey, this is our plan, and I wrote out a full plan, even if I took a whole day doing it, I wrote out a full plan. Hey, this is what we're going to do. This is what each person should be doing. Or from the level that I was at, all right, this is what we're going to do. Leader 1, leader 2, leader 3, leader 4, leader 5. What is your group gonna do? They bring me back everything. This is my plan. I would look through the plan. If it looked like it had any holes in it, we would talk about it so we can patch them up. All right, run your play. But I never avoided having those conversations. You know what I mean? Even under the threat of litigation, I'm gonna call my attorney. Okay, call him. Hey man, I can't. If that's what you want to do, I can't do nothing about that. You know. So she is not an effective leader, bro. Anytime, you know, like the old saying go, the truth don't need no help. If you're the truth, why do you need the help of Magic Johnson? If you're the truth, why do you need Obama coming out? If you're the truth, why is D.L. Hughley out here with his? I'm starting to think he's zesty too. If you don't need no help, why is Plies out here talking crazy? If you don't need no help, why you out here running to get Michelle Obama, you know, to say little slick shit? If you don't need no help, why you running out here getting Oprah? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to Nina Turner. Yeah, Nina Turner, bro. She, you know, and she was I want to say she was like a strategist, or she was like one of the people boots on the ground for Obama. She came out and used common sense, man. You should have seen the way that white lady, the way her eye. I wish I had a clip of it. That I'm not using StreamYard. I'm streaming from my phone, but I wish I had that clip when she said they have their reasons, man. That lady eye, her eye was like this. She was like, "Bitch, no, you didn't." You know, but that's what we're up against. You know what I mean? A lot of them, bro, liberal white women, you know, they're doing a lot of damage by proxy through black women. And what's in it for them is you get to be a fucking whore without any kind of repercussions. You know, that's what they fighting for. You know, they said she would have done much better with that approach. Yeah. Hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Mic test, mic test, mic test. Press a one if you can hear me now. Press a one if you can hear me now. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm trying this new little lapel. How about now? Can y'all hear me now? How about now? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me now. I just dropped my little lapel mic. Okay, there you go. I was using this little deal off TikTok shop. Off TikTok shop. But yeah, man. Sun coming up in the south. I just wanted to chop it up. I didn't even think I would be live this long, but I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. And I appreciate y'all interacting and, interacting with the channel, interacting with the topic. The main topic, Obama ain't unk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Obama ain't unk. He not of the culture. He don't come from it. Low and away. How about that? Is that a little bit better? I'm figuring ready to shut it down anyway, but Obama ain't unk. Long story short. Is it sound better now? Put a 1 in the chat if the sound is better now. Put a 0 in the chat if it's not. Let's see here. Hold on, let me do this. All right, top of the morning to you, brothers. The contractor, what's going on, bro? Salute to you, fam. Appreciate you coming in. Volume is lower than before. Yeah, I had a lapel mic in before, bro. But I'm glad that it worked. Eclectic Agitator, what's going on, brother? But I'm getting ready to chop it down. The main topic of the main point of this video, and I'm gonna put this under the members only. It'll be the first video actually to go under members only, but I'm gonna put this under members only. I may chop it up and make some shorts out of it, but this full stream, this full video will be under members only. The point of the stream was Obama ain't unk. All of the things that he did, for him to come out and try to reprimand us for not voting for Kamala. He don't come from the culture like that. He was just close enough to it to be able to mimic it and learn some of the speak and some of the dict and some of the pronunciation and some of the moves and some of the swagger. You know what I mean? There's no way you born in Indonesia or come from Indonesia and you're able to walk through like a pimp from the 70s. You know what I mean? I appreciate your passport, OG. Appreciate you, brother. Let me see how can I put this up? See, if I was using StreamYard, I could actually put it in a banner across the screen, but since I'm streaming on my phone, I don't know how to do it. But I appreciate your voice, brother. Me and my girl actually listen to your stuff, bro. You know what I mean? And every time you drop. But he got some nerve. He was just close enough to the culture to be able to mimic what we sound like, mimic how we talk, mimic how we move. He get up there saying a little Al Green verse, and all of a sudden, damn, Obama cool, man, Obama cool. From a looks standpoint, he looked like what a lot of women like. He looked like, he probably could have played on Days of Our Lives or some shit like that. Some of them shows that our granny and them watched. So, whoever had the foresight to put him up as a candidate and put him in the spaces where he needed to be, to be able to pull it off, it's a hell of a political tactic, you know what I'm saying? With Kamala, they tried to force her to the front. She ain't ready yet. She can't talk. She's not savvy enough to pivot and keep the conversation going. She running from certain topics. Nah, man, unless y'all let us know what is in it for us, what is tangible, we ain't going. We ain't going. But as I always say, pay your taxes and your tithes, cut back on your lies. Make your next move your best move, because ain't nothing like a chess move. That's all I got for y'all. Y'all brothers be good. Bet.